you feel comfortable. And my best advice too is I would try to switch up the positions that you do this, because there's a lot of different positions in sex. We want to make sure to cover all bases. So I would focus on doing this seated, I would focus on doing this standing, laying down in bed, floor, whatever you can think of. Really just focus on trying to engage those muscles differently as much as you can. So let's take this exercise to the next level and focus a little bit more on the pelvic floor and the muscles that help support the back, because we want everything nice and strong to help with erectile dysfunction. So with these exercises, we're going to focus more on having good flexibility and also helping to eliminate pains throughout the hips and the back. You can imagine if you're dealing with back pain or if you're stiff in the wrong spots, it's going to be pretty hard to have sex or maintain an erection. So here's a really easy exercise that you can do to help loosen everything up. We're going to lie flat on our back. You can do this one in bed or on a floor. What you want is your legs roughly about hip width apart, knees bent, feet flat. Just have everything nice and relaxed around the hips and the legs. From here, what you're going to do is brace your core muscles and activate the pelvic floor muscles. Imagine somebody taking a couple fingers and poking you in your stomach. You know how you tighten up? Mimic that and hold it during this exercise. From here, what you're going to do is take your hands and put them right on your hips. This is known as a pelvic rocker, one of the best exercises you can do for lower back pain and also to help activate the pelvic floor muscles. What you're going to do is pretty much rock your hips forward. It's like taking your tailbone, scooping it forward like this, upward towards your stomach. Really focus on just trying to scoop forward like this as much as you can. You should feel a ton of muscles start to fire around the pelvis into the lower back. Hold this comfortably for a second or two, and then what you're going to do is go in reverse. Rock downward. So take your tailbone and try to press it down into the bed or the floor. Again, holding this for a second or two. And you're just going to repeat this process over and over again. I like to do it about 10 to 15 times in both directions. And then from there, if it feels like you have a little bit more energy or you feel like there's a little bit more tightness, try to throw some more repetitions in. This is just a really good thing to do every single day to keep everything loose and hopefully get rid of a lot of pain. So from here, what we're going to focus on is doing a little bit more strengthening, especially with the glutes. If your hips and your back are weak, again, it's going to be pretty hard to have sex and maintain an erection. So this one is what I call the testicular bridge. I don't know why I call it that. I guess it's just very fitting. What we're going to do is try to mimic that first exercise that we did earlier. So what I'm going to do is brace my core muscles, and then I'm going to squeeze down like I'm stopping the flow of urination to really make sure that I'm activating the bulbospongiosus muscle. From there, you're going to clamp down with your anus to try to stop defecating, and then you're going to draw your testicles upward into the body. Once you have that set, what you want to do is take your heels, press down with them into the bed or the floor, and then you're just going to lift your hips upward towards the ceiling. You should feel a ton of muscles start to fire as you do this. The goal is to get your body in a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. If you're unable to do this, like you can only go up a little bit because of weakness or pain, do the best you can. Hopefully over time you'll gain strength and flexibility to do this. You want to hold this comfortably for 5 seconds, and then you're going to